Hello guys, I am Stella and I have decided to spend the holiday with my family in Laken River at Natonin Mountain Province. It's been almost 3 decades when I last went there, when we still used to live in a small village of Chaap Balangao. So, walk through with me in this journey and you will get to learn a lot of interesting things in this vacation. You are looking at the majestic view of rice terraces that was built manually by our ancestors for generations as a source of staple food in this municipality of Natonin. That mountain at the middle is named Toor. This is a rough road from the poblacion going down to Balangao. We decided to park our van in this particular space, anticipating that there would be no more space for parking down. So from here, we have to walk going down to the village. Here is a map of Barangay Balangao. It is a risk map. So, that is an overview of the whole barangay. And we are going here at Sitio Chaap there. The cemented road ends here, or shall I say, this is the official start of walking exercises. People here are used to walk since the road is not accessible and road construction started only recently. It says here, "Welcome to Apapawan Elementary School." But I think the school is located around 2 kilometers away from this junction. That is an old school which I think was built in the early 50s, if I am not mistaken. We are passing through the Hingian village. It has only few houses, which is like a family compound. It is customary to inform the households when passing through a village. Oh, this creek here already dried up, maybe due to the summer season. We are going through this shortcut trail, climbing up the stairs to reach the top of the hill. And seemingly, everybody got tired of walking. Wow, we are almost there. I am having these feelings of mixed emotions as we are approaching Chaap. A lot of memories from my childhood lingers in my mind right now. These rice fields give an incredible familiar views. That is an old church that somehow had a big part of my spirituality. So, this is Chaap village. with almost different structures. This pathway was not here before. There are already pig pens now, and that is a good thing since there are no more stray pigs like before. Let us see this one. Look at that. It is a native mother pig, I think. A lot of changes have been done in this place already. The houses with cogon roofs are now changed with galvanized roofings. But then, that is a very familiar structure and have not changed even for a little from the last time I saw it. This is my grandparents' previous home, where my mom and her siblings were born and grew up. So, looking at that creates a somewhat nostalgic feelings. Sadly, the nearby houses here before were already gone, except for this one. Alas, we are here now at my Auntie Cristeta's house. We will just take some rest, then proceed to Laken River. Dad and Mom are trying to catch up with the neighborhood. They are familiar faces. Okay, the journey continues. Another pig pen with a Dalmatian pig. And going down to this familiar trail excites me so much. There is our old house. This is where I grew up when my family came back from Baguio City. My two siblings were born in this house, and we stayed here for like 4 to 5 years before we migrated to Paracelis. My parents sold this house to Uncle George, whose family currently lives here. That is the mango tree that we used to climb. My parents are also trying to reminisce the memories of this place. I smell the fragrance of coffee flowers. It is everywhere here. And this is what it looks like with the coffee beans. This creek has clean flowing waters before, where we wash our pots and dishes back then. But this time, it's already polluted. I cannot count how many times I passed in this particular rice field trail when I was little. Milid eh.
Ay, ang chiyan na chi.
My aunt is giving some updates about these pieces of land to my mother as to who currently owns it, since some part of it was theirs. It was the rice field before, when it was not yet sold. It is amusing to listen to the conversation of these siblings. Well, 30 years passed by since then, and it was just like yesterday. They call this place Amfuag. Amfuag is a known source of water in the village because there was no water system then. So, all the people from Chaap and the nearby villages come here to fetch some water back then. That is a source of clean drinking water coming from the Harchui mountain. Auntie Criseta is showing her garden and rice fields. And that is also their fish pond. As we continue, we are now heading towards Hafian, and the trail is becoming narrow, leading to the forest and into the woods. Passing through this creek here, I believe it is a source of water for the gardens. These trails are so steep, and during rainy season, it must also be very slippery. Usually, the trees are coffee trees and lapachian trees. And that is so satisfying. Look at that. The trees are tall, and the coffee trees are thick in this area. So let us just continue walking into the woods. Wow, that is just so beautiful. Look at that. Before, this is a wide meadow where there are cows. But this time, it's already foresty. Those are betel nut trees. There. A lot of betel nut trees. And that is another garden of Antichristeta with the corn and some vegetables. There are cucumber, squash, and sweet potatoes. This is a barrier for the cow or carabao to avoid them from coming to the garden to destroy the plants. As you can hear, I am catching my breath. It is really so tiring coming here. However, I have no regrets because enjoying this place is really priceless. Now we are here at Laken. This is where everyone will take a rest to have some muma, whether coming or going to the river. Before, this place is a wide meadow with wild strawberries around, but they are gone now. From here is a steep, sloping trail going down to the river. This is literally going down the mountain. And I can already imagine the hardships climbing up again when coming back to the village. But this time, I am more excited to see the river and maybe catch some fish. Let's see. Another bunch of lapachian trees here. And that is beautiful. Here is a beautiful wild flower. We used to play this when we were kids. We try to connect the petals to form a necklace. However, the leaves has undesirable smell. Those are gigantic mountains. And at the foot of that mountain, located the river. From here, I can already listen to the sounds of the river, but seems so far away. It is like near but yet so far. My feet is now aching and I can feel the blisters already. It is good that I have this umbrella with me to serve as my cane to help me go down. Oh my gosh. I can see trees with flowers. Those are habrang trees that usually in bloom during summer, starting on the month of March. That is why in our vernacular language or dialect, we call the month of March a habrang. Habrang month. Dad is coming now with mom and aunt, and they seem so tired and exhausted too.
Woo!
Oh, from here, I can already see some river banks, and the sound of the rivers are so clear and loud this time. So we are really very much almost there. By looking at the river, it seems that my tiredness is slowly disconnecting from my body. Yay! After a long walk, we have already arrived. The clear and cold water is inviting for a swim. The kids are already enjoying since they came earlier. This part of the river is named Forongay. Forongay River. That connecting cable is called aranghat. That is used by the locals to cross the river when the water from the river rises, especially during typhoon season. Our other companions are already here now, and we are taking some rest before we are going to cross the river. I notice a kind of plant here. This is called winini. It is itchy when you happen to touch it, because of the small hair-like itchy thing on the skin. Here is another itchy creature. So we get to cross the river now to get rid of this. Finally, everyone has settled down, enjoying the brood of coffee here in our camping site. So this will be our abode for the whole duration of our stay here.
Oh!
Barako ko naman. Yummy. Hindi na kahit maganda. Hihit-hit.
Here is a large pot of fish that was caught probably last night, waiting for us.
This is our ulam tonight.
This is not yet
for
cooked.
dinner.
It was just like a blanch, waiting for some ingredients to make it tasty when fully cooked. And this is the kettle for brewed coffee, and I am going to prepare my coffee in this coconut shell. All right. That is already a delicious brewed coffee.
Cheers. Oh, mother. Cheers. Cheers.
Having coffee with the overlooking view of the river is incredibly satisfying after a very tiring long walk. I noticed this blue thing hanging here and they call it
Baka nga
focatot.
na to ang corn to yan. Ay, focatot. Ay. Yato
It
na
is
katanan na ito.
used to catch the fish. Since we cannot wait any longer, we decided to go on fishing immediately after the coffee session. This is a wide esplanade or river bank. The appearance of this river bank changes over time caused by natural phenomenal events like strong typhoon, flash flood, or landslides. That side of the river has not changed so much as far as I can remember 30 years ago. This is the Aratoy Cave. It is in this place where the locals coming here for fishing stays overnight. This also serves as their shade from the heat of the sun during daytime. I can still recall lots of memories we had in this cave back then.
So this is the place for the catfishes.
This is our harap. It is a traditional way of fishing where a large amount of water be diverted to a larger flowing water. So as you can see, the water flowing in this drop off and the fish on the side can be catch easily. There's the fish. Everyone is enjoying looking for fishes behind the rocks.
Yan taman. Ito, Jeron, mana to? Jeron, Malap tayo.
Asa siya tan ang tune eh pagkat mo.
Mapit nung cimakpat, lumpong ano.
Dali mo lang gitin.
Sir,
Tugot pa ni Freddy pag nangaday?
pailam na to. Wow! Fish! Ha?
Naglabos na pa lang.
Wow, dyan ang minadji. Hey. Messi, Justin.
Oh, mas nagdakil yan niya. It's like, it's pregnant.
Mm. Oh, Ken. Isang umito yung data.
I also saw a fish here, and I am trying to catch it. Oops! It swims so quickly.
Messi.
So many.
Here are the fishes that was caught
also a
by
crab.
everybody, while
don't know where the
others
crab
are
goes.
still holding their plastic bags with the fish that they catch, and they are all enthusiastic in looking for more fishes. And this is another tool for fishing. It's called pantok.
Otin! Wow. Oh, Tin. Get ready. Get ready with your...
Here.
You wait.
Uncle Sarge is trying to harvest the focatot that was installed here earlier. So basically, when the water drops down, the fishes will try to hide behind
Oh,
the
Tin.
stones or the rocks, while others will get trapped in this net. So the more nets to be installed, the more harvest to be collected.
Oh! Wow! Ay, silupin!
Lupin!
Oh, yan taman. Wow! Sudah na. La, la. Oh.
Before, we call this ekep, ekep, when the focatot was not yet invented. We just place the stones under the flowing water, then the fishes will climb up the stones. Then we will harvest it from below by just removing the stones, which they will just fall down. The fish will just fall down and we will catch them through the net below. I can feel the blisters on the thumb of my feet. It is aching, but hopefully it will not continue to break out because that would be so painful. Yeah, there's another one over here. The clean and cold water is inviting for a swimming, but my body is so tired and exhausted now. So better yet, we have to go back to the camping site where we are staying in Forongay to have some rest and restore some energy for tomorrow, because right now every part of my body is aching. We have more companions coming.
Murot ni harurot.
So that's it. I just crossed again the river. This cable wire is maybe around 70 years old now, or even more, because my grandmother used to have some stories with this, using to cross this river. This water is coming from the Laken River, connecting to the big river. And seems that everyone is having their own me time.
Ito nga, chinek yun.
This is a haichu, another tool to catch fish. This is such a very beautiful place, very peaceful and calm, perfect place for relaxation. This is a place of paradise for the locals here. Almost everybody comes here every summer. And a trivia is, we just fetch water from here as our fresh drinking water. So I am climbing this hill to join the group at the camping site. So there you are. And look, everyone is happy with the company of each other. These are now the collected fish that was catch by everyone in our harop, which my mother is proudly showing it.
Backward ang mother. Man backward ah.
Backward.
While they are cooking down below, let me rest my legs up here while waiting for dinner.
Yan. That is our dinner. Yummy, yummy, yummy dinner. There's a vegetable, paku, and there's the fish. And many, 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 many more. There. And the rice is very good. That's a native rice. Another ulam there.
This is a satisfying, delicious, and flavorful dinner. Lighting this Metanoia Aroma Candle will complete the day and makes the night safe from bites of mosquitoes to have a restful night. See you tomorrow.